along those lines of economy and message of the interstate economy that we were just talking about, the House passed 4256 yesterday. What about undocumented people who have already been in Oklahoma for decades doing jobs that typical Americans don't want to do? What about them?
Yeah, you know, the immigration bill that's kind of working its way through the House and the Senate, you know, I think to answer your question, I think there's some exemptions for DACA, people that have been here. What they're trying to do is, like Texas and like a lot of these other states, is we have to stop the flow of the mass migration coming into the U.S. Think about this for a second. Since President Biden has been in office, just since 2021, there's been 10 million people come into the U.S., okay, illegally. 10 million, okay? There's 41 states, okay? How many states do we have total? 50 states. There's 41 states with populations of less than 10 million people. That's a lot of people, all right? And we don't have the resources to take care of and give free medical care. We do that with our U.S. citizens. We don't have the resources to do that for 10 million illegal folks. There's also, just from 21 to 23, you can roll your eyes all you want at me, but this is unbelievable. There's 37,000 Chinese nationals caught at the southern border. And I mean, this is unbelievable to most Americans. And the fact that President Biden is not using the tools in his tool belt to secure the southern border. So yes, states are stepping up to say, you know, we're going to make it very difficult to come here illegally, not follow our rules. And so that's the border part. And I will rightly agree with you that we have a great Hispanic population in Oklahoma. We have great entrepreneurs. That's not what we're talking about. I'm an advocate for more H-1B visas at the state level. And I believe we need to understand and have great workforce and be able to have a better immigration visa process to do the jobs that we need done. I mean, I've got great relationships with the Pakistani Doctors Association. We need to make it easier for more medical professionals to come into our country as well. And so that bill is going to make its way through. I think it's out of the House. Maybe it's over in the Senate now. I don't know exactly where it's at. But each state's trying to make sure we're doing what we can to stop that flow coming through the southern border. You know, I'm not going to make a decision right now whether I'll sign it or not. There's too many variables on, you know, what's in the bill. Our team will look at it and then we'll review that.
There's some concern, Governor, from some families that are worried that they are going to get separated because the bill doesn't only apply to people who arrive newly to the state. It applies to people that have been here for a generation at least, and have kids who are more citizens. What do you say to those families that have those concerns?
Yeah, well, first off, that wouldn't be my intent at all. I'm actually going to meet with reached out to the Mexican consulate. You know me, I went to Mexico City, I went to Monterey, recruited the Mexican consulate here to Oklahoma. So I'm going to meet with the consulate general on Monday to figure out exactly how we can stop the curve, make sure that people are following the law. How do we get more visas in the state of Oklahoma? How do we vet and know who's working here? It's not our intent to separate families at all. And I think there are some provisions, but hopefully I can learn from her and then speak and help the legislature design the bill that they're trying to do. I don't know exactly who's writing the bill or what they're trying to get accomplished right now. But the Hispanic community knows how much I appreciate them and the work that they contribute to our state. At the same time, we have to be a law and order state. We're going to be in Oklahoma.
There have been some, just to follow up, there have been some proposals to allow those who pay taxes with ITIN numbers to get driver's licenses and to perhaps kind of embed those proposals with the legislation that exists in House Bill 4156 to create a sort of immunity for people that have been living in Oklahoma, working here, contributing for taxes. Is that something that you would support?
You know, if they're here legally and they've got a work visa and they're paying taxes, you know, we want to make sure that they're safe and they have the ability to drive. I know there's some people that are looking at that bill right now. But what we can't do is encourage and continue the migration and continue the flow in of not knowing who's here and not coming through legally. So we have to have a better immigration policy. And we want people that want to be part of the American dream and be part of our culture and work hard. I think that's all something that we want. And that's why it's such a head scratcher in DC that we can't fix the immigration policy and also secure the border at the same time. Those are two separate conversations. And I mean, I've said it, we have to have a strong border and we need an immigration policy reform.